All right. Is it true that you shot a guy when you were about 17 and that
Oh
same
my
guy ended
God.
up interviewing you for a job at Target 20 years later?
Where did you get this information from? Yes. Yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. I shot a guy when I was 17 and 20 years. Well, yeah, I would try to get a job at Target, and he would wind up being the general manager there. And
Well, why did you? What led to the altercation to begin with?
yeah, oh man, it was. It shouldn't have happened. It was just a little misunderstanding going wrong. You know, we was young. I was 17,
Right.
and gun came out. You know what I mean? I did get arrested for it. The case was dropped though. You know what I mean? God was on my side. I did do a little bullshit time on the island for it, but it was bullshit time. I got out, came home, fought it from the streets, and I fought it for about a year. Well, I wound up getting off that shit, but yeah. So fast forward, Target opened up in Harlem. I go for an interview. This was actually my second interview. I went for one, went for the second one. And this nigga was there. And he was like, yo, what's up? He came out, he said my name, I saw him. I was like, oh, he was like, follow me. I went to the office. I said, hey, you have a seat. I sat down. He said, yo, how you doing? I said, I'm good. I said, how you doing? He said, I'm living. And I said, okay, I'm out. And I just left. Cause he said, I'm living. And then he was like, he tried to stop me, but I was like, nah, I'm good.
Wait, so how did he recognize you though? I mean, you guys knew each other?
Now he knew who I was.
Oh, okay.
He knew exactly who I was. You know what I mean? He knew exactly who I was. Like we've crossed paths before. You know what I mean?
So it was just such an awkward situation that you just didn't even want to try to get the job anymore?
Yeah, it would have been awkward for me. I ain't gonna lie. And then I'm hearing that he's really genuine. Like he gave himself to the Lord and all that. I'm hearing like he's really into the church now. So I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? Like I'm not wishing no hard feeling, but even if his feelings was righteous then, at the time I felt uneasy. So I just was like, nah, I'm good, and I left. So that was that.
Do you think that it came from a place of like you not forgiving yourself for what you did, or?
Say it again?
I said, do you think it came from a place of you not forgiving yourself for what you did to him?
It came from, it could have, that's some therapy shit I probably have to go talk about, but I felt like, I know me, and I felt like when he said, he asked me how I was doing, I said, yeah, I'm good. I said, how you doing? He said, I'm living. And I felt like that answer it said it all to me. Like, I don't know if you're trying to be funny. I don't know if you understand me?
I got you.
So I just said, I'm good. And I got up and I
Every
left.
future like interaction, you don't want to have to overanalyze it and be
Right.
like, yo,
And
you trying to really say something to
he would
me
be
now?
my boss at that. So it's like, nah, I'm not about to do this, bro. So I just left. And maybe, like I'm saying, I don't know to this day, I don't know if he felt like that would have been real or if he was genuinely trying to just bury the hatch. But the way I felt, my nigga, I felt uneasy when he walked out. When he called my name and he walked out and I looked at him and he was like, yeah, come with me. I already was like, but he led me to the office. I had a seat. He had a seat on the other side of the desk. He said, how you doing? I said, I'm good. How you doing? I'm living. All right, I'm out. And we don't even got to continue.
Damn, like what was going through your head when you was walking back to the office?
I called Ike.
Is there a hanger or something I can grab real quick or something?
I called Ike. I left the store and I called Ike. Cause I ain't know. I've kind of, yo, my nigga, I was crazy. Cause at the time, this was early, my nigga. Nigga was trying to get money and all that. I ain't want to go back to the street. I'm trying to get a job, do shit right. And this was the second interview. I thought I had this shit in the bag. So I was tight. And when I left, I called Ike, like, yo, my nigga. Like, I ain't, my nigga, next question. Cause I'm thinking about this shit now. Like, you know what? That shit. Yeah, but nah, we passed that. We
Alright.
good. I just left.
Can we at least talk about like your experience, like going to the island for the first time at that age, such a young age and stuff, and like how that made you feel?
It was scary at first, but then I seen too many people I knew. It's
Oh,
sad. I
yeah,
want to. I don't even want to talk about that because I don't want to send the wrong message.
got you.
Because I kind of have fun.
You kind of had fun.
You know what I mean? I don't want to tell nigga that I have fun. I want nigga to think that shit is dumb, don't go. But I ran into so many people. And then I wasn't there that long. I got bailed out and came home. I was there a week. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, that shit was like, I ran into so many people I know, nigga throwing boots at the command, but niggas was having stupid, had fun, like doing dumb shit. Like, it was like a boys' home and niggas just acting dumb.
Right.
Niggas, yo, better go lock down. Shut up. A bunch of 17, 16-year-old niggas doing stupid shit. Like, it was like, it's not something I glorify. I don't even never talk about it. You know, that's all the jail time I ever did. I don't get caught. And niggas
So
damn sure
after high
walked out and
school,
say, hey, come on. I was like, oh shit, this nigga. That's just, yo, my heart started beating and all that. Like, oh. Like, even following a nigga, I thought like cops would have been back there, but I'm like, that shit, you can't do nothing to me now. That shit, I don't know. So many things went through my head, bro.
so after high school, you went to Temple University, right?
Yeah, I ain't go directly though, cause that shit happened. The gun shit happened. I was 17. So I wound up, what
So
happened
what
was,
age did you go about?
for like a year and a half, while I was fighting that case, the judge told me to get a job. The
Mm.
judge told me to get a job, and the next time you walk in my courtroom, you better look like a stand-up person and look like you doing something with yourself. So I was like, bet. So I went, started looking for a job. And I had an uncle named Thomas Boyd, he was the district manager for this supermarket called Food Emporium. And he got me a job at a Food Emporium down in Union Square. And I worked that shit for like a year and a half in the produce section, bro. I was like 18. And I did that just to keep the judge. Like, when I remember by the next time I went to my next court date, I had the job, but I had just started the job. So I'm telling the judge, yo, I got the job, and I'm showing her the paperwork and all that. She was like, okay. She set my court date for mad months later. Like, it was like maybe an April court date. I had just started the job in March, and she set my next court date for like December. So I was like, all right, that. So she was like, yo, if you still have the job, I'll talk about dismissing your case.
Damn.
And I was like, word? Work that shit, nigga. I was on, nigga, I had employee of the month and all that at that supermarket. That's an old fact. My nigga, you laughing, nigga. Nigga, I shot a nigga. This bitch told me I could, if I look like I'm working, I could stay. I worked that supermarket like it was nothing, nigga. You crazy?
Yeah, I bet
December
you. I
came.
mean, anyone that's smart would have done that. You know.
December came. I was showing her pay stubs. I had letters from my employer talking about character letters and all that. What? She was like, what? I had like 2 more court dates after that, and then she dismissed it.
Damn.
It's a whole fact.
So then, how old were you when you finally went to Temple University?
I left New York. I was 20 years old.
20 years old. And how long did you go for?
I got a associate's. I ain't graduate with a full bachelor's. So I went for 3 years, but I only got a 2-year degree.
Mm.
I lived in Philly for 4 years though.
What made you ultimately want to leave and not like pursue something like that?
I started fucking up in school, man. I started being in the streets in Philly, out there selling weed and shit, wilding out with them Philly niggas down bottom. Shout out to my 38th and Wallace niggas. I lived on 37th and Hamilton out there. And shout out to all my Philly niggas. Shout out to my South Philly niggas. 'Cause when I first got to Philly, I was living on Tasker, 15th and Tasker. And so shout out to my Philly niggas. And I started running with them niggas. Yo, I don't know, man. I fucked that up too, man. It's word the mother, man. But I did get
Damn,
my
but you just
associate's
so
though.
well-rounded though, because you've lived in all these different places though.
Yeah, definitely. I went to school in Philly. I got my associates. I ain't get my own bachelor's though. But, you know, I had to do something. I ain't want to make it seem like I went out there for nothing. So I got this associate's. But
What'd you get it in?
I got it in computer science. I got it in liberal arts, but my major was computer science. But being that I started fucking up at school, I wound up downgrading to a liberal arts. So I got it in liberal arts. But I got it in computer science, but with a liberal arts minor.
Got you. Okay.
But I you know, my grades is terrible. So if you ask me and did my computer science right now, it's like, oh my God. Like skin in my teeth, nigga. Skin in my teeth.